With GTA 6's release all but nearly confirmed after Take-Two's earning call, I wanted to take a look back at the game's story so far, even though the game hasn't even come out yet. I only wanted to talk about the official facts about the game, which isn't much, but I wanted to steer away from like the really crazy ass theories. That makes up like 90% of its storyline so far, is just the hilarious theories that were made up. But today I just want to focus on like what we actually know about the game. There's a new theory nearly every day, so look, let's just get right into this. The first time Rockstar really acknowledged a new Grand Theft Auto game was back on February the 4th, 2022, with a tweet that said,
"Many of you have been asking about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we've previously delivered. We're pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in the series is underway."
Since Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, it had been around 9 years since a new entry. What's become normal for us, waiting an entire decade for a new Grand Theft Auto game, definitely wasn't the norm back then. Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and Grand Theft Auto 4 all came out between 2001 and 2008. To put that into perspective, the time that's elapsed between Grand Theft Auto 5's release and now is 12 years. They could have released all those games again and then some. So it's definitely fair to say that like the community was a bit confused, aka annoyed, when like a new Grand Theft Auto game wasn't announced after like the 5-year mark. So to come out with a tweet around 9 years after the game's release to say, don't worry, like we're still making a new game, like don't worry about it, I think it was the right thing to do from Rockstar. This is where the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series was born. The next entry in the Grand Theft Auto 6 timeline wasn't even an official announcement. It was a leak, a fucking massive leak. 7 months after that tweet had came out, Rockstar and arguably like the gaming history was hit with like one of the worst cyber attacks ever. 90 clips worth around 2 hours of alpha gameplay of Grand Theft Auto 6. Sorry, the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series was released to everyone. I obviously can't show you the clips, but like it showed so much. The most notable bit of information was that the two characters had a bit of a Bonnie and Clyde kind of situation going. Another one of the more popular clips was at a gas station where you see the girl, now known as Lucia, robbing like this gas station, and then all these police kind of surround really quickly. That's all I can really go into it. I can't go into it any more than that, but it revealed so much. Really, it just showed how advanced the police were. It was incredible, man, when I first saw it. Now obviously I was a bit disappointed that this happened, but to see that like, oh my god, this looks unbelievable, even in an alpha build, it was news. Like, you know, whether it was good or bad, like that's completely up to you. Whether they like it or not, it's still a massive part of Grand Theft Auto 6 story. And just remember, it still wasn't confirmed that this was Grand Theft Auto 6. It was just the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. 14 months after the cyber attack, we finally got an update from Rockstar alongside its 25-year anniversary. It read,
"In 1998, Rockstar Games was founded on the idea that video games could come to be as essential to culture as any other form of entertainment. And we hope that we have created games you love in other efforts to be a part of their evolution.
This is the most important part.
We are excited to let you know that in early December, we will release the first trailer for the next Grand Theft Auto."
At this point, it had just been over a decade since the release of Grand Theft Auto 5. It's fair to say people were extremely excited. I just like, you know, couldn't believe that we were here in this day and age getting a new Grand Theft Auto game. I always kind of go back to Grand Theft Auto 5 when that game was just releasing. I was around 12, 13 years old. I remember the hype for it and all that. I didn't even end up playing the game for like another 5 years because I was just so young. To be sitting here and be like, oh my god, like that's gonna happen soon was just unbelievable. And keep in mind once more, we still didn't know what the game was called, and we didn't have an exact date. All we had was early December. No announcement yet, but an announcement for the announcement, and we did not have long to wait, I'll tell you. True to their word, on the 1st of December 2023, Rockstar posted this, the official announcement for the first trailer of the game. Alongside with this post, they also started a live stream for when the trailer was supposed to be released. This was madness, man. I remember looking at the live stream numbers. There was around 50,000 people waiting at any given time. The poster gave us a serious look into where the actual map was going to be based. With its purple skyline and its palm trees, there was no mistaking this was going to be Vice City. This was already kind of shown in the leak, but like fuck it, like that was just a leak. This is the real thing, and 5 days is all we had to wait, so we thought anyway. Sadly for Rockstar, another leak completely ruined their plans. They were forced to release it around 13, 14, 15 hours early because a really shitty version of the trailer was released on Twitter. Besides all that though, the trailer was amazing. And we all know that already. Any doubt that people had of the game like not being up to scratch or whatever, it was completely gone. The second they watched the trailer, that was gone because it just looked amazing. And look, in this video, I'm not really going to go into any detail of the trailer. I think we've done it enough. I think everyone has done a deep dive into the trailer. We don't need to discuss it any further. It confirmed a 2025 release date. I want to point out something that I found quite funny. During that time, I actually made a video. I think I said 2024 was going to be an amazing year for Grand Theft Auto. So like, imagine when there was absolutely nothing in 2024. It was the weirdest thing ever. The only real information we got in 2024 was from Take-Two's earning calls. On the 16th of May, Take-Two's earning call, they were still pretty positive that the game is going to release in autumn of 2025.
They said, as we enter 2025 with positive momentum, we expect to deliver net bookings of 5.5 to 5.65 billion. Our outlook reflects a narrowing of Rockstar Games' previously established window of calendar 2025 to fall of calendar 2025 for Grand Theft Auto 6.
So like that doesn't sound like a lot, but it's fantastic news. It just means that they're still on track and there's no like delays or anything. If you know anything about Rockstar, you'll know they absolutely adore delaying their games, you know, but which is fair enough. Like, they're trying to make it as perfect as they can be. Most of their recent games were delayed, especially Red Dead Redemption 2. I think that was delayed twice, if I'm thinking correctly. Have you ever heard of any game that has won 2 awards before the game is even announced yet? They won Most Wanted Game at the Golden Joysticks Awards in November, and they won Most Anticipated Game at the Game Awards in December. Now, in between these 2 awards, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick sat down for an interview. He, of course, like, couldn't tell us anything. I'm not going into a lot of detail about this because I think it's actually nothing. People kind of jumped on the bandwagon being like, oh my god, there's an interview about it, like whatever. He said nothing. He couldn't say anything about Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. The only thing he said was, I think it'll be extraordinary and worth waiting for. The CEO of a company says his product is going to be really good. It's like, what a shocker, man. And now that takes us up to Take-Two's most recent earning calls, where they once again confirmed that Grand Theft Auto 6 is on track for a fall 2025 release. You may think, look, that's fairly boring, like we know that already. Just wait. Obviously, we don't want a delay, but it can realistically happen at any time. But I think the closer we get to fall 2025, it's more unlikely of a delay. So no news is good news here, really. The last event I want to add to this timeline is the official release date of Borderlands 4. Why does that matter? Well, Take-Two also makes that game, or produces it, or whatever. So Borderlands is coming out on September 23rd. The theory is that Grand Theft Auto 6 won't release a month from Borderlands 4 and after a month of Borderlands 4. We can say from the 23rd of September to the 23rd of October, they're realistically not gonna, like, you know, release it then. So they can give, you know, Borderlands 4 a bit of a fucking chance, because if any game comes out alongside Grand Theft Auto 6, like, that's the end of it. Like, no one's gonna freaking play that game. Like, this is how big this is. Everyone's kind of speculating, okay, they're not gonna do that, and realistically it's not gonna be a month before Borderlands 4. Everyone's kind of speculating, okay, a month after Borderlands 4, so that would be November. That's nearly fitting exactly the fall kind of release date. It is now the 27th of February. It took me a while to make this video. There's been no news, absolutely nothing. So I was a bit worried the script was going to be like really out of date, but it's not at all. Nothing has happened. Yeah, that's it. That's the timeline. That's the Grand Theft Auto 6 timeline so far. Really hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something from this. We're not too far away. I say this in every single fucking Grand Theft Auto 6 video I make. We're not too far away. We're nearly there. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Have a good day. Bye.